is Adi, and today we're going to be reviewing a very interesting book, Thieves of WeirdWood. It is a series, and there is two. I've always thought imagination is good for you, but until I came across this book, my whole thought about imagination changed. The author of this is Kristen McKay, and I wanted to tell a little bit about him. He studied a lot about education. He wrote comic books, and he wrote science and history books for students to read. He wrote those books because he wants to see the students smile, and this was a book like everything else. This one is a really, really interesting one. And on the back it says, "Beware your imagination." I never understood that, but if you read the book, you will. First, let's talk about the characters. Wally, which is right here, with the brown cap, and Arthur with the better cap, and the ghost girl, Breathe. She's the girl right there. Breathe, she could possess things, she could go into them, she could go into dead things, but the live things, she has to wait until the live things are dead again to possess another thing. I know that seems hard to grasp on, but that's the first thing you might want to know before you start. The other main characters are Sekhmet, Huame, or Haume, I don't know, and the Wardens of WeirdWood. So let's get started. This is where Wally has a brother in a mental hospital, and he has to pay the bills or else he'll start doing experiments. And he needs to pay money fast. Arthur also wants to steal something. They're both thieves, by the way. And they go to take over this mansion called the WeirdWood. And this mansion is not like a normal mansion. It is giant, of course, but everything else is different. The hallways are tunneling and twisting, and everything just moves by itself. That's because of Breathe. And it's so scary in there. But they have a lot of gold. They both go in there knowing not what's going to hit them. And when the Wardens of WeirdWood find out that they're in there, Arthur escapes with all the gold coins and leaves Wally back there. He feels really guilty, but he doesn't go back until something really weird happens. Wally found this ghost girl, and he's the only one that can see her. Her name is Breathe, of course. And he was the only one who could see her and hear her. And he knew that she could possess things about the live creatures and stuff. And it was really weird just talking to the same exact person. She struck a deal. She would help him escape out of this manor, or mansion, whatever you call it. She would help him escape until he helped her find her killer. They didn't know it all happened so soon. She helped him escape, but he learned that this mansion was really nice, and the Wardens of WeirdWood do a very important job. They taught him that there was two worlds, the real, which all humans live, and the imaginary. The imaginary hall has all the monsters and fairy tales that the real dreamed up. So whatever you dream goes into the imaginary world. And scary authors can too. This is where the story happens. There's a boundary between the two worlds. And when somebody tears the boundary, a monster can escape into the real world. The wardens capture the monster and sew up the boundaries, rift they call it, the part where it's cut. And this is a very important job, or else all the monsters in the imaginary will be leaking into the real. And you don't want monsters anywhere. But suddenly, there was no rift or tearing of the boundary. And there were monsters everywhere, like this giant squid that they're showing right here. Breathe, Arthur, he comes back. Wally go on this amazing adventure. Author teams up with Halme and Breathe, and they go to capture the monster. Author and Sekhmet go to look for the rift, not knowing it's not there. They get back and report to the wardens, and they couldn't find any rift, but they captured the monster. They look for how's it coming outside into the real world without a tear. They found out this evil author who has this dragon claw quill, and he's writing stuff into the reel. Whatever he writes, it will appear in the reel. And it's really, really weird. Everything in this happens, and they stop him. Author stays behind. Breathe. They found the killer was the author. That's who killed her. But she's going to help Wally on more adventures in the next book. I can't wait until the next book. I'll see you later. Bye.